is giving an indication of the top stitching detail and the chevrons around the waist also. So just to give you a little bit of a biog on this, moving into our next genre, which is the 50s to the 60s, this again is what we call a classic wiggle dress. Very much epitomised in recent years with the Mad Men drama series. I like to call this kind of style the Joni, after the secretary who wore these kind of styles. So very much nice, comfortable for the office, for special occasions, weddings, things like that. And you can add different detail into this style of dress, length of sleeves, neckline, etc. So as I said, in this half we're going to be welcoming you into the 1950s. But first of all, we'll just ease you gently out of the 1940s. And first off, we have the wonderful Flick again in one of her own numbers. The era of this particular style is 1948, from a Vogue Couturier pattern. Now, it being couturier, you have some fantastic finishing and details on this. Of course, we are still within rationing in England, but also going out of wartime. There was less of the austerity, there was more of the classic Parisian styling coming back into both British and world fashions at the time. Thank you very much, Vic. And next we have the wonderful Nikki. Now I'm not sure you can see out there, but Nikki's print on this particular dress is lipstick print, which very much suits our darling Nikki. She's very much a very, very lovable kind of lady. This again is the wiggle style with sarong front. Lovely draping and faced with the same fabric on the front and on the inside of the sarong, what can of course be done with a contrast fabric for a little peek of something different. Thank you very much, Nikki. And now we have the wonderful Katie. Now thoughts are, I hate to say, turning towards Christmas people. And here we have Katie in a full-skirted 1950s number. Now, I'll tell you, I don't know whether you will believe me, but this is actually a duvet print, ladies and gentlemen. This was last year, Asda's duvet, and it won't be the first time you're seeing this print in this half. But I'm sure you'll agree it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure Katie will oblige us with a twirl as well. Thank you very much, Katie. Again, firmly in the 1950s now, we have the wonderful Kay in a cherry print number. If Kay would just shrug off her fur at the back and do a twirl round to the audience, you will see that although this has a halter neck at the front, it has the appearance of a low scoop strap here back as well. This is also the kind of skirt that can be worn with or without a petticoat to give it fullness. Thank you very much, Kay. And next we have the wonderful Jen. I have Jen to thank for some of the ladies' hair today. Natalie Roberts Steele also in the marketplace did some of the other ladies, including my own. Now, this is a 1956 number with gentle pleating around the waist rather than gathering, which is much more flattering on the hips of today's ladies. Jen is also sporting it with a very cheeky, very contrasting underskirt. Thank you very much. wonderful Emma. Emma again using what we class as a wiggle dress. And again, it's got a drape detail as an alternative to a sarong in front, but obviously it uses far less fabric. The bodice detail on this dress is a wrap over front with pleats, giving it a lovely fitted detail around the bodice. Thank you very much, Emma. And here we have the wonderful Nicole again. This particular dress is based on a 1957 design where the drop waist is something that we were seeing coming through in fashion. Again, rather than gathering on the hips, which can be unflattering, it's softly pleated all the way around instead, with a lovely V front and bow detailing on the shoulders. Thank you very much, Nicole. Next we have Flick, in again one of her own designs. Please give Flick a round of applause, everybody. I have put her in 7 outfit changes today. 7. So her nerves truly are steely. Thank you very much. He says it's a 1954 French pattern. Can't quite see, but maybe Flick you would oblige by showing off the contrast lining, both on the reveals and on the sleeves. Again, this is one of Esme's vintage closet patterns and inspiration, with the lovely detailing on the contrasting, which I think is just absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much, Flick. Again, we have the wonderful Kay coming to the dance floor. This is moving very much towards the late 1950s now, going on into the early 1960s, where the full-skirted rockabilly look was very much coming to the fore. This particular dress has a square detail to the neckline, but it's the kind of dress where you can have any details that you want. Round, V-neck, square, and with sleeves or short sleeves if you so desire. Thank you very much, Ken. Stepping up the pace now to party time. We have the wonderful Nicole back to the stage. It has to be said, the gossip backstage amongst the girls with this fabric has been quite hot, hot, hot. This is a linen silk mix fabric from our own good market here in Preston, I hasten to add. And if Nicole could just stand for a moment and take off the matching shrug, you'll see it has a strappy detail. I like to call this my Marilyn dress, after, of course, the look that Nicole is sporting at the moment. Give them Marilyn pout, please, Nicole. Thank you very much. Tequila. Next we have the wonderful Jen. Now this is the Joni number that I'm wearing, but with slightly different styling around the neck. So good, I got you. Fabric also very much epitomises moving into the early 1960s. I feel nice, like sugar's fine. Thank you very much, Jen. So nice, I got you. And next we have the wonderful Emma. Emma is also in 1960s number. The kind of details that you see coming through in the 1960s is much more structure and detailing around the waist. It's got folds and it's got pleats. Very much thinking towards the Jackie O kind of look. This fabric also has the luxurious aspect of being Duchess satin. Thank you very much, Ellen. Wonderful. And we welcome back to the stage the wonderful Katie. This again is a 1960s number. Now the two-tone of this effect was very common in the era, but also in this case, being an inventive dressmaker, the top bodice is actually original 1960s fabric, but that was all there was. And not wanting to leave such a glorious fabric luxuriating in my stash, I too went with the 1960s feeling and went for a lovely two-tone dress with sweetheart neckline. Thank you very much, Katie. We have Nicole again taken to the stage. Now this is what I do call my Jackie O dress. The 1960s detailing and styling is such that you have nice folding and pleats around the waist, making a tulip's shape and a slash neckline. Thank you very much, Nicole. And next we have the wonderful Kay in a 1950s inspired number. This is very much the same style dress as Jen was wearing in navy earlier, with the contrast in the skirt, and matching accessories, making a perfectly finished outfit. Thank you very much, Kay. And we have flipped back with a lovely 1960s number also. The back of this dress is where the detail lies on this one. As you can see, the button down on the hip pleat at the back, and also the pouching styling with the pleats and more of a billowing bodice to the back. Christmas time again, we have the wonderful Julianne in the dress version of the Christmas duvet print. It's got the contrast detail on this particular dress, with the red peeking through on the bodice and the straps. Really is fantastic. Thank you very much, Julia. And before we have our final act, we've got Pat, the wonderful Pat, continuing on the duvet dress theme. This again was made from a duvet, which had an absolutely fantastic print on it. Again, 1950s styling. Thank you very much, Pat. It's fantastic, thank you. So our last lady, before the encore with all the ladies on the stage. I think the music says it all. We have the classic Audrey look being sported by Emma here. I don't think I need to say any more, do I? Detailing on the back, the drape, the little bow, just everything. Wonderfully modelled by Emma. Thank you very much, Emma. Well, thank you everybody for staying around this afternoon to watch the Reinvintaged catwalk. As I say, any interest for both myself and Esme's Vintage Closet can be taken by ourselves as we go around the marketplace later, and our contact details are there, contactable on both mobiles and emails. So now all that's left for me to do is to welcome all the ladies back to the stage for their encore, and thank you very much for being around for us this evening. Thank you.